Okay, let's go ahead and customize the tissue and tape mockup from my latest collection. So as you can see, this is another layered file. So the cool part is that there's like tape or tissue above, tissue below. The cool thing is with that, I did a design and you can adjust it. So if I remove the tissue below, you can play with this one as you wish. You can add text behind. If you want to add a new layer, you can add text behind to kind of give an overlay look, which is kind of cool. All right, so back to the top. There is an optional brightness. It'll kind of boost that brightness. There's a shadow I put in here, so you can definitely use that. We have a tape button, our tape folder here. You'll see if you zoom in, I currently have a little shadow set there. You can turn that on or off if you want, and then you can add the tape design with a smart object. So I'm just gonna grab this. And because it's black on here, that shows up on black on there. So that is when I usually will either keep the color as is or change it. Usually I don't like to do a bright white. I think it's a little too stark sometimes, but I think I like the look of that one. And again, feel free to adjust as you wish. Then you can change up the tape color. So let's do a bold blue. You don't want the tape, delete it, or not delete it, disable it like that. So moving on to the tissue. So the tissue, if you were to click the smart object here, it's going to be for both tissues. It'll change both of the designs at the same time. So if you do not want that to happen, what you'd want to do is just right click on this layer. So let's say you want the top one to be different. Choose new smart object via copy, and then delete the original one. So you see it says copy, you can delete this one below it. However, because I'm doing a tissue, I'm gonna leave it the same. So I'm gonna keep it as the same. Like so. Now, let's say we wanna change the actual tissue color. So I want to go to, you'll see the tissue above and you have this color setting here. So if you double click on that, it does open up another smart object. If you want to do a light paper, you can change the color here. So let me show you how that would look if I were to do that. Let's do like a so you see it'll change the color for them, which is pretty cool. If you want to do a darker color, I do have a dark paper. Okay, we'll go with that for now. Because it's using the color of the print that I already added to the design here, you will have to change it. So the cool thing is I did create it so if you wanted to do like a white text instead, if you were to just to go and change the color of this white, you'll notice it's not going to show up, right? So it just kind of has that effect. What you want to do is select on each of the tissue above and below is the little color overlay icon, so the eye here, and then double click on it and then choose that color. Like so, and then I would obviously want to change the tape. And then I would go back into the design. Like that. So that is how you would want to change the, if you want it darker, lighter, you name it. The other cool thing is that you can also kind of adjust the background color. So you'll notice if you were to double click on that color and then drop it down, so like add warmth, whatnot, it'll make the tissue paper even darker. So you can always choose to do it that way as well. It's kind of up to you on how you want to play with it. So have fun.